Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing my update for my project pan for the month of April. And there's not that much progress this month because I was out on vacation and I am also going to be going overseas. So I just figured that I would do this update early, although I would upload it in April. And I'm also going to be gone in a bit of April. For those of you who don't know what a project pan is, it's basically a project where you try to use up, in my case, makeup or hit goals on certain products, such as hitting pan or like a usage goal. But my goal is usually to either hit pan or empty out the product completely. And I've been doing this since 2017, although I think my first video went up in 2018. But yeah, it's been a long time for me and I obviously enjoy it. There's times when I don't, but right now I do. So I'm going to start with my first product, which is my Nye Powder. My goal is to use this up completely, although I really thought I was going to be done with this by the end of the year because there's only this much left. But it's been 4 months and it's still going strong. I used this 9 times this month for a total of 32 uses. And this is what the backside looks like. So if you can see the markings, it's been going down like 1 millimeter at a time, I feel. And it's just... I've had this powder for quite a while and I thought I was making more progress on it. But the way I use this is I will decant it into here, and as you can see there's quite a bit of powder in here already, and so if there's excess powder I just shake it out so that I'm not wasting it. I'm not trying to waste the product, I'm trying to just, you know, encourage myself to reach for these products but not be wasteful. If I don't finish this by the end of the year, that's okay too. I will save money on not having to buy a new powder. I used to hate the Nye powder, but I've come to like it. I also stopped calling it the Nye powder because I used to do that all the time. Moving on to my next product, I have the Cali Contour by Smashbox. This packaging is one of the older ones and I have the light medium shade. My goal is to hit pan on everything because I don't think it will be possible for me to finish everything in a year. Going from left to right, top to bottom, I used contour shade 10 times this month for a total of 40 uses, shimmer highlight 10 times this month for a total of 43 uses, the matte bronzer 10 times this month for a total of 43 uses, the highlight 9 times this month for a total of 42 uses, the shimmer bronze highlight 10 times this month for a total of 43 uses, and the matte blush 10 times for a total of 43 uses. And this is what my palette looks like right now. Yeah, it still looks pretty new. I can definitely see some dips forming. I'll just put it closer to the camera. But I can see a dip forming in the bronzer and the matte highlight, but everything else, and the bottom highlight, but the blush, the lighter bronzer, and the lighter highlight, I cannot see anything at all. This was an impulse purchase, but it's like one of the better impulse purchases I've made. I think I got very lucky with this product, but I will always do my research in the future so that I don't end up with purchases that I dislike, as you will see later on in this video. The next few products are all lip products. And I do have one rollout, which is the Rose Ink Satin Lip Color in the shade Persuasive. And it's not because I used it up completely, it's because I just am not really reaching for it. And I've decided to focus my panning efforts this year more on my lip glosses rather than a miniature lipstick that is relatively new. I used this product 3 times this month for a total of 10 uses, and I could not even make a new mark, like a new line on the paper. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. There's honestly not that much. If I really wanted to focus on this, I'm sure I could get it done in no time. This was like a free gift with purchase type of thing, or maybe like a 100-point perk. I think it's absolutely adorable. The next product I have is from Bare Minerals. It is their Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in the shade Sincerity. and I used this 11 times this month for a total of 26 uses. It is on my lips right now. I'm not wearing any makeup except for my brows and my lips. This was the lip color that sparked my love for the Bare Minerals line. I probably will not repurchase this anytime soon because I'm on the no-buy, but I'm about halfway done. You can see the markings on the back, so I'm at this line. Did I get it right? Nope. This line right here, if it would focus. You can't really see through the tube, but I'm a little over the halfway mark, which means I have more than half of it left. And I feel like this is a My Lips But Better shade. It's not just like a rosy brown. There's little specks of glitter in it, which I feel like help with dimension. It will be a while before I am able to repurchase this again because I want to go through the rest of my collection, but I do really enjoy this shade. It is one of my favorite colors to wear. I might as well just talk about the other two Bare Minerals lip gloss balms. I rolled in the shades Imagination and Clarity. I believe these two were actually part of the Christmas set, but for Clarity I used it 5 times this month for a total of 5 uses so far, but I had used it previously before that. And this is actually a color that I was not the biggest fan of originally because I don't really like clear lip glosses. I don't see a point, because what's the point of putting on makeup and it not really looking like anything? This actually is not just clear. It makes your lips look shiny in a healthy way, and it's not like a pale pink color. I don't know how else to describe it. I could put it on, but I already have another lip color on right now, so it wouldn't work. But maybe if I remember in a future video to do so, I will point it out. So it was definitely a pleasant surprise. And then for the shade Imagination, I used this 7 times this month for a total of 7 uses, and I do want to get this out of my collection before my other lip glosses, so I'm probably going to up the uses when I get back from vacation. But this is what my current progress is. There is a, I don't know if you can see it, but the cyan marking is the most updated marking for this, and the blue markings are from last year, I believe. It's this, it looks orange on camera. It's a Barbie pink in person, and it does have a bit of color to it, so it does change the color of my lips. I don't think that I would purchase a color like this again in the future because I think I'm more suited to warm tones, and this is a more cool tone pink. And the last lip gloss I have is from Tower 28. It is the shade Chill. I used it 5 times this month for a total of 7 uses. It is my work lip gloss. I am planning on taking this with me on vacation because it is a clear lip gloss. So this is my progress on it. As you can see on the back, I may have made the marking a little too low this time, but it was on its side when I marked it, so please forgive me. But this is where it's at right now, and it is clear. Or, okay, it looks clear on the lips. And the reason why I'm bringing this one is because I can just put it on without thinking too hard about looking at a mirror. I would like to think that I am pretty good at putting on lip products without looking at the mirror, but you just never know. This came in a Christmas set, I believe 2 years ago, and the other lip gloss that came with this is a much prettier color. I think it's called like gingerbread. I'm just kidding, chestnut. So this came in like a 2-pack about 2 years ago, and I definitely think this one is a much better color for me because it has color. But yeah, I think I'm done with buying these clear lip gloss packs unless, you know, someone else wants the clear lip gloss, then I will split the pack with them in the future when I'm off my no-buy. So yeah, that was all my products for the month of April, but I decided to make this video a little bit more interesting, and because I forgot to put this in my no-buy update, I'm going to be doing a quick declutter. The reason why I'm doing this declutter is because about a month or 2 ago, one of my Project Pan items expired, so I think a month ago. And I was really sad because it was kind of pricey. It was a Clinique Black Honey lipstick. And then I have this one, which is a mini of it, and it smells like lard too because it's getting up there in age. So this is the first product. It's the Clinique Black Honey, and I got this for Christmas, I think 2 years ago, but I forgot to use it for like 2 years. So, and I had the full size, so I wasn't going to reach into this one, but because it smells bad, I'm going to be decluttering it. And all my lip products that I'm decluttering are ones that are getting older, and these, it kind of sucks because, you know, I bought it with the intention of using it. I have my MAC Satin lipstick. This is a mini in the shade Twig. It's very pretty, but it smells more like Mexican food than vanilla, if you know what I mean. Like the MAC lipsticks have that vanilla smell to them when they're new. Yeah, this one smells like, I was gonna say it smells like Chipotle. Not the restaurant, the pepper, which is just dried jalapenos, by the way. Because this is older in my collection, I'm not going to risk it. I don't even remember when I bought these. And then we have MAC Velvet Teddy, a staple. I always refer to this as Velvet Titty because it's supposed to be like the perfect nude. Apparently your perfect nude is the color of your nipples. I don't think mine are that color. I was about to lift my shirt up and check. And then I have 2 full-size MAC lipsticks. Wow, it's not a good day for MAC. I have MAC Whirl. I'm just double checking to make sure that, you know, the vanilla smell hasn't returned and I can still use these. It smells kind of greasy. It's not quite sesame oil, but it smells like some kind of oil. And it sucks because these all look pretty newish. And then I have Russian Red. I do love me a red lipstick, but I already have another one, so this one smells anyways. Yeah, it doesn't smell like vanilla anymore. And then this one is not, they're not expired. Well, technically I guess they are, but I'm just not reaching for these anymore, and every year I'm just like, maybe next year. But it's been a while, so I think I can finally part with these. The first product I am going to be decluttering is my NARS Taj Mahal blush. I bought this a while ago because I think there was a points multiplier on NARS. Obviously really used this. The packaging hasn't snapped yet, which is a sign that I haven't truly loved it all the way. But I used this for cosplay mostly, and since I'm not doing it anymore, I've decided to just part with this because I did try to use it regularly on my cheeks and this color does not look good on me. So I'm just going to say goodbye to it. And another one that I had for cosplay as well is my Tartelette in Bloom, a Blush in Bloom palette, and this one looks pretty new, but this is too pigmented for my own taste. Even though I feel like if I mix these they would look fine on me, but I am just not a huge fan of this blush formula. I do like the NARS blush formula. I kept this last year because I was like, okay, I'm just going to save this until the pigment is like really dusty and then it's more forgiving to use it, but I feel like I would have to keep it for a long time before that even happened. And I still have plenty of blushes in my collection, so I'm not going to hold on to this for 20 years before I can even use it. I'm just going to declutter it now. And the last one I have is my Pat McGrath Labs. This was a present, so I feel really bad about this one, but I'm not even sure if the gift giver remembers this. She did give me 2. I'm not gonna say who it is here, but I already gave away one of them because it was still brand new. But this is what mine looks like. This is from 2-3 years ago. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette in the shade Nude Venus. I think it was a holiday release, I'm not sure. But this highlighter has never worked on me. I've tried, it's way too shimmery, way too light. And these colors, even though they're pretty, it's too pigmented as well. Even though I've been doing makeup for 8 years now, I'm still not what I would consider a pro. I don't think I want to keep high pigmented blushes. This is so pretty, but the highlighter doesn't work and it's already like a good chunk of the palette, and I don't think I'm going to use every single shade in here. On the other hand, I have a reclutter. So I was not able to find a home for my Sydney Grace eyeshadows, and I suddenly decided that I wanted a gray eyeshadow. So I just decided to put all these eyeshadows back into my collection, the ones I originally decluttered. So they're coming back in, which probably means that they're going to be decluttered in the future again, knowing my track record. But I think after realizing that that these colors can work for me, I decided to keep them. So yeah, that was everything for this video. I know that it was a little weird to have a declutter and reclutter at the end of the video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I wanted to include something extra because I was not rolling in anything new, which I usually like to do. I'm allowing myself to buy makeup in Asia because I've been on a no buy for a while as well, and I've had products that are expiring / are expired, so I just felt like it was okay to allow myself to refresh my collection a little bit. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next month. Bye!